Hello. This is an example video for what is like pop culture or yeah, for today's assignment. Today I want to talk about this one game that it's a part of the pop culture way back in 2010s. Specifically in, sometime early in 2010s. And this game really impact like the whole genre thing, specifically for video games and for Lego. Yes. This one game is like you mix with a Lego and a Lego game mixed together for like, yeah, for how children and also adults that are welcomed to actually feel either nostalgic or having some fun time. And this game, it's really a really impactful thing, the most powerful for in not only America but also around the world. Of just to name some a few. Uh, like the most some countries like in Europe, Australia, somewhere in Canada, I believe, and either in South America, something like that. Nevertheless, when I'm gonna get to this game that actually impact me for the life, and I'll explain as to why it was so loved, why was it important, what is a symbol, etc. Right. I want to introduce you to this video game called Lego Dimensions, a playable Toys to Life game that came out around 10 years ago, which, fun fact, yes, 6 years ago, 6 days ago, sorry, 6 days ago or something. It came out 10 years ago, so it's the 10th anniversary that it ever made. And yeah, this came out on different consoles, of course. But first, let's talk about Toys to Life first. Well, let's talk about Lego. If you know Lego, it's like the bricks you connect and the colors you create your imagination and you create your stuff. It's pretty much like for everybody. Not only is it only for kids, but also for everybody. And you know what video games are for consoles, for everybody to have their own, depending which consoles, just entertain yourself, have a little fun, or have a break, or just ignore the real life world and just be in your own comfort zone, depending on which game they're in. So yeah. Now I'm gonna get to this one, Toys to Life. What is Toys to Life? Toys to Life is actually the most playable game for like the early 2010s and only the 2010s. It already died down and during the 2010s. Way back in 2011, there was this Toys to Life that already ventured into like a toy, or like a real toy thing, but with the standable as a plate to connect, like this one. This is like connectable to like connect your console, like your PlayStation, Xbox, some other things. Not Nintendo though. Yeah, but yeah, they had to get one of these to order put the toy tags. Like you get yourself a toy, you get yourself a portable display for the scanners that it has the logo. You see, it has a logo where it's actually connected with this for Lego. Yeah, but the Skylanders does that as well, and other ones. Well, I'll get into it later. And then you connect it, and then it will be turning light, which I don't have it on right now, which it will turn on, and then it will actually build like this you can play the character with your controls and stuff like that. Yeah, all that stuff. Yes. Yeah. So back in 2011 starts, Skylander hits one, it hits bombshells, etc. Same goes for Disney. They also do a Disney called Disney Infinions. I forgot. Same toy tags. You put a collector, you put this again. Boom. Yeah, it activates. Finally get the Lego. And now we finally get to where it belongs. And now you know what a toy tag is. You put a purple character, yeah, etc. Now, what is the game about? It's everything you want to play with. Like it's about like hopping into a multiverse or different genres. Yes, like your favorite pop culture films or shows you love. For example, if you want to like get to the 80s, for example, like Back to the Future, they have it. They have Back to the Future. They get some characters, and then yeah, you get one of these best revenge the films, but also be a part of be some playable characters. Now we get to the characters a little bit. I'm just gonna go really quickly and not too much about it. So basically, for this game as well, you got Batman. So who is she? She's Wildfire from the Lego movie, for the Lego movie franchise. Get Off the Grave from the Lord of the Rings and Batman. To be specific, he's a Lego Batman character, not from any actor movies, not Batman from the movies or shows you know. This is his own genre game, but as a Lego one. Not for the Arkham games, sadly. No, this is his own Lego kid-friendly version of Batman. So yeah, they went on to the multiverse to get their friends back that were taken. A blue portal, a dimensional rift where it sucks into the vortex for anyone, not for anything. It's like an anomaly, you know, that doesn't belong here for this world and belongs to another dimension, you know, all that stuff. And so the 3-year-old had to stop this villain who was responsible with this, because he wants to make this villain wants to create a perfect multiverse, smashing it all together so that it could make his own thing. It's a Lego thing, but yeah, it's basic, but yeah. That's the story about it. I won't get into the playable characters, since then you had to, like, you know, put a connector point. You had to purchase this character for special abilities for either a hub world, a new vehicle, a new abilities, and new voice volume, stuff like that. Yeah, that's about it. I'm gonna make the short term about it. You have to get some of them. It's really annoying. It's sometimes worth it, yes and no. Because sometimes if you get the character you already got that feels like had the same abilities or are weak than the Supreme ones, then that's a total waste. Yeah. When it became popular, yes. Back then, again, it became a big, because back in 2010s, it becomes a big popular, like, Toys to Life. You could get your own toy, but also play it as a game. For Infinians, they're just collectibles, including Nintendo. So, yeah, well, including Skylanders as well. They're just collectibles. You cannot take their tags off for the amount of halves. They're just statued like that. So, yeah. However, for Legos, what makes it unique about them is that you could detach them. Because they're Legos, you could walk them, you could use them for stop motions, or as a collectible, or your favorite maker, or customize. So yeah, then. For this, it's just a base plate, so yeah, then. So yeah. That's what's unique about Lego Dimensions, because it was having the most, you know, you could detach it. Not only you could play as characters, but you could detach it, you could put your own Lego, you could put it anywhere else, and the portable would just be there. That makes it what unique about it. Because it becomes unpopular because everybody wants Legos. Everybody wants to get this game so much. When it came out, everybody wanted. However, it was so expensive because you had to purchase this playable one, including some instructions, playable instructions. They ordered, you know, build it already. It's a whole mess. But it becomes a big thing because it's a Toys to Life game, because you get to play your favorite genres. For example, you get to play, let's just say, if you like Doctor Who, this ability for this TARDIS, you know, this the blue TARDIS. You want to, like, you know, get inside the TARDIS, what it feels like to play in the TARDIS, you know, all of that stuff. Or you get to, like, you know, you want to experience some vehicles like Back to the Future. If you want to play in a DeLorean, you could have Back to the Future. You could get in the car and ride it. It's small, it's micro, yes, but it's fun to play because it's the ability to travel back in time. All that stuff. Yeah. And yeah, everybody wants to get the game. Everybody wants to get all the collectibles, all the minifigures, because they're so unique in its own right, and they've never been done in Lego before. Like, for example, they never made this Ethan Hunt, Tom Cruise from Mission Impossible. They never created a Mission Impossible in Lego form before, and now they did. So yeah, that is Tom Cruise. Yes, Ethan Hunt. Yes, and then you can see it. But yeah, they made it for the first time for Mission Impossible, and that was it. That was it. They didn't make no other sets, but they did make some Sonic sets. Yeah. They made the Sonic set, and now, Sonic 1 figure for Dimensions, but now they make finally for a Lego sets, and look what again. Then people love it. Yes, for users and for customers, they love it. Most of them. Why most of them? Because it becomes a problem, because not only you have to buy separate characters, you need the accessibility to be your favorite, but also people who are not gamers or just collectible Legos want to have this figure enter their own collectibles. They had to buy this and just remove all that. Basically, what it looks like, they had to have one of these cartridges, these boxes. It comes with inside. It's like, your own Lego sets, and then you got to, buy them, purchase it from a wall, and then buy them, stuff like that. Yes, like this. And for a while, it becomes a little bit of hit or miss because they had to get them separately so much. It is so much. Look how much they are cost. For a while now, it's been like debatable at times. In social media, I first time watched it on YouTube when it was announced as a trailer all the way back 10 years ago in April. I was hyped when I was a kid because you not only get to play some Lego games portable, but it was a fascinating to trouble like different genres. It's like the multiverse, but different genres that I love as a kid. You get to play some of your favorite Lego genre stuff, depending which one, they will be there. I like the popular. Yes, again, the popularity. The reason why it's so popular because it's not only Lego, but also they have different genres, like your 80s one, cartoon ones, like Ghostbusters, or if you like Harry Potter, you could get some of these. Like these vehicles, these are vehicles, yeah. These bags can be broken sometimes. Either if you water them by accident, you have to purchase a new one. Or is it broken for a long time, you have to purchase another one. Stuff happens like that. Yeah. So the meaning behind this game, it's like having to have fun, having to have your imaginations blown away with all the different genres that you enjoy or first time experience you experience on. It has its moments that where you could feel like you could like play it forever. But I know you cannot play forever because you got a life to go on, and sometimes you got to watch your eyes not to be on the screen many times. But when you have time to have feel like that you want to have the fun, like create your imaginations, this game is for not only for kids but for everybody to enjoy. Yeah, for Legos, you could dispatch and create something a little different, like than just a normal card. You could put like some kind of blasters or other things, all this stuff, and yeah, it will be like a more fun thing ever made. So it's story. It becomes like it's for everybody, like around again for around the world. Some globes they wanted it, so they have it. Some of them have. Later on they will have it in the future, but then later on it will become a little nauseating to collect them, and they stop because collecting them all is so difficult since they're getting expensive. It discontinued on 2017. Yeah, 2017 they discontinued, and then later on these packages are getting more expensive. I got them like on eBay, and they were not that cheap. So I waste all my money for that. But how deep impact was it? It was like it was something like it for people, including myself. It's like the first time like seeing this genius idea. Well, not genius, but this creative idea that creates like one of your favorite movies or shows back then now be playable now. If you have your favorite character that you love, like if you like the Mission Impossible genre, you get to play Ethan Hunt for the movies. Yes. And all that stuff can also be very much like it could be like, for everybody what they want, having the most beautiful creative thing you want to impact for like not only for this country, America, but also for any other country as well, depending if they're available or not. People, including myself, it's like a change of life a little bit, but not like for like change for like history forever, but it will be the most history that back then it was experienced on. Again, Toys R Life was a different thing, but for Lego, it changes the most. You could use these figures, these Lego toys for any purposes, for for stop motion or for your collectibles stand-ins up there. You can see my roof, it has some Legos, yeah, of course, and some other stuff like that. So yeah, the science of have fun. That's what it stands for. Have fun, get creative, have a purpose to enjoy the moments you have in your lives, and be inspired what the game inspired me to become, that stuff. Does it still hold to this day? Well, again, it discontinued, but its legacy will be living on because of how we enjoy these moments. And so that for me, it created me like a big time. It created me like, yes, I'm a fan because I made a fan art of this for this character, of course. Yeah, because it was 10th anniversary. It was amazing. And it inspired me to create these characters. These are my original characters to create a multiverse. Because of this game, it inspired me to do this. To now being an artist, a digital artist, but also be, fascinating of the multiverse and some stuff like is any other possibilities you could ever create. And yeah, it leaves a good impact. And it also inspired Lego to create more other Legos characters, such as Sonic, Gremlins, for some reason. And now, yeah, the legacy lives on. It will be gone forever. Somebody will remember some of them, but its legacy will live on how it went. So yeah, hope this helps.